Hello, ladies. It's been so long since I have done any kind of video. Um, I hope I can do a live soon. It's been a busy season, and I really took the summer to take some time to really focus a little bit on my joy and some travel and some rest. And now that the fall is here, I work at a university, so it's always the start of the fall is always a really busy season. So I need to still kind of sit and see when it will make sense. But I wanted to today because it is a full moon and it's a very powerful full moon. And typically I provide meditations, but I've just been so busy making sure that I do the work that I do. Not in a bad way. It's not busy like a stressed way. It's just, it's full. That's a better way to say it. It's full. So I wasn't able to do a meditation, but I wanted to, at a minimum, be able to share what this full moon means and why it's a significant one. So it's a full moon in Aries. Anytime we have a full moon, it's always illuminating different aspects of self. And depending on where, when, it's a full moon will influence various aspects of parts of you. So because this is a full moon in Aries, now I know technically it's Libra season, right? But the moon, the sun is what's in Libra, okay? But the moon is actually in Aries right now. And because of the way the moon is interfacing with the sun, that's what allows it to be a full moon. Because the sun, the position it's in, it gives it a full shine so that you can completely see the moon. And with the moon being in the position of Aries, well, talk just a little bit about Aries, and then I'll tell you more what you can do with this harvest moon or this full moon in Aries. So Aries is actually the very, very first zodiac sign. So it's an important energy. It's what's called a cardinal sign. So what that means is cardinal signs initiate new seasons. So Aries, because that Aries starts off at the end of March, it actually starts our whole spring season. So Aries is also the first in the zodiac sign, which means it's the power of the I am. And so when you have the power of the I am, what Aries is trying to get us to be is very strong and assertive and empowered in who we are. So let's put that all together then. It's okay. I'm doing a video, but it's okay. That's my partner. It's totally fine. So with Aries, and if you need to walk around me, it's okay. So if you think of a full moon in Aries, that means we're illuminating this sense of the I am, which is your sense of independence, your sense of empowerment, your sense of passion and for what you want for yourself. And because it's a full moon is all about release. So it's not actually asking you to release your power or let go of it. It's asking you to release your you so that you can become more empowered, more assertive. And because we are in Libra season, and Libra actually sits just opposite of Aries, what that is saying is Libra is about harmony and balance and relationship. It's more concerned with the we, where Aries is concerned with the I. Okay, so because we are in Libra season and it's like, okay, well, how do I do the I when we're in Libra season, which is about the we and the relationships? Well, what we're being asked is how do we have our interdependence? How do we remain independent within our relationships? That's really what you want to be able to do. We want to be able to work the Libra energy with the Aries energy, not let them be either or. And what happens with Libra, when we're in our Libra frequency, if we're not nurturing our assertion, our care for ourselves, our love for ourselves, Libra can, in its lower frequency, can operate in a very people-pleasing way. And it can, compromise, over-compromise. and not allow you to really show up as your full self. So with this full moon in Aries, the beautiful thing is, how do I become my me? How do I be independent, full of passion for what I believe, and assert who I am and assert my independence while still being in relationship. And eventually this is also kicking off eclipse season, which eclipse is always asking us what can we let go of? And so I'm laughing because my partner is crawling, so he's not in the shot. It's totally fine. We have some action happening in another part, which I'm not going to get all too deep into. Unless you want to learn this, you can always book a session with me, and I can tell you a little bit more specifically how this really, really acts specifically in your life, which I'm going to mention in a moment. But we are really, because of the eclipse season, going to be pushed a lot more to let go of those things that are preventing us from being in our independence, in order to create more harmony in our lives, in order to create more balance in our livelihood, because that's what Libra energy is for, and to have our relationships in a way with boundaries. But if we're not paying attention to what's happening in our life, if we're not tuning into the various aspects, we may fall into some compromising situations that overall will take us away from our independence and our power. So it's important during this time to just, during a full moon Aries, things could be heightened, because Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars is it is the power planet. It is the planet of power, and when Mars is in a lower frequency, there's an irritability or quick to anger. So it's important when you feel a little bit that, because you want to exert yourself and something may be conflicting you from being able to do that, and that can get us irritable and quick to anger. It's important that we're really practicing some calming and attempting to make the energy of the day one that is of calm and resolve and knowing and being the I am. Okay, so I wasn't able to do a meditation, but I wanted to at least offer to you what the full moon in Aries really means, as well as, you'll hear harvest moon. It's the same thing. It's just what they also term it as. And so you can do your own kind of stillness or meditation. And when you are in your prayer or your stillness or your meditation or your calm and Zen time, just be reflecting on, what do I need to release in order for me to be my fullest independent self, without blocking people, without feeling like I have to, isolate. How can I stand in my truth of who I am and be independent while still be in relationship? What do I need to let go of? What do I need to create more boundaries in, so that I can show up in my confident, independent self? Okay. So again, this even gets deeper, because depending on where Aries is in your birth chart, meaning what part of your life does Aries truly operate in, that's the part that's really asking for this level of independence and assertion. And so for me, I'll just use as an example, my Aries sits in the 10th house, and the 10th house represents career and public. So I have a very active 10th house. That's also, I have another placement, Chiron, for those of you who really follow astrology. That's way deep. And so this is very significant for me, because Chiron is a woundedness and independence. And if you are my age, 50, 51, 52, well, maybe 52, yeah, 49, you too probably have Chiron and Aries in your chart. So we are really being called to stand in our independence and make sure that we are doing the things that we need to do to take care of ourselves in a way to assert our confidence and who we are in a functional way, and not in an isolating, dysfunctional, codependent, or manipulative kind of way, but to actually just be the truth of who we are. All right, if you want to have your chart read, if you're curious, you want a little bit more guidance on this, you want to learn a little bit more about this, I'm happy to do that. If you want to do a free discovery call just to first learn more, what is this for real, like what is this what will it look like to do a session? If you just go to findingyourvoiceafter40.com, you'll see there, if you scroll down, book, I think somewhere on the page, it's the website, you'll see book a free discovery call, and we can do that. And if you know, I don't need no discovery call, I want to go ahead and do a reading. I am doing discounted readings. And so the best way to get the link for that is to contact me to get the discount. You can DM me or just send an email to info@findingyourvoiceafter40.com, and that way I can send you a discounted link. All right, enjoy your full moon harvest, Aries full moon day, and enjoy your weekend. Bye.